Rita Marley is like, she's a queen of Africa.
From I was a little girl, one of my favorite songs is "Where He Leads Me, I Will Follow," and that's exactly what I did for Ghana.
Rita showed us around her town, and when I say her town, Rita's really made it her like life's mission to kind of rehabilitate this African village. And what I mean by that is clean water, building a hospital, redoing the school, the infrastructure. I mean, she's really taken it as a point to like really, you know, kind of re-energize this town.
When I'm not on stage, what do? I have to, you know, and the best thing to do is to help others.
She is just so loved and respected.
Dr. Wint, could you give us a little introduction of what we're going to be seeing?
Doctor, they say doctor. Dr. Eleanor Wint, but I'm not a medical doctor. I am a board member of the Rita Marley Foundation in Konkunuru, the village that we have adopted.
We're about to approach this village right here.
That's the village of Konkunuru. That's the village that we are based in. We have a housing, we have a community center, we have all our projects, and our whole long-term idea is to develop the whole village. There are two projects we want to talk about today. This healthcare center, which is being built right now, it's been under construction for over a year.
Our aim is, you know, that the infant be cared for and the age be protected, and education is the key.
It's happening according to when we have funds.
Yeah.
You can literally put this up in 2 months if you have the funds.
If you have
because the materials are there, the labor is there.
Yes. And the other project is our Konkunuru Methodist Basic School. It's been maintained by us for over 5 years. It's a complex that houses kindergarten, primary, and junior secondary.
So we're at the Concur School here, one of Rita's pet projects. We're about to meet all the school kids.
Police. Soldier. Okay, soldier, a prophet, a police, a lawyer, a teacher, doctor. Okay, when they're ready, they're going to sing.
We have to sit and pray and to learn. Why the person was come to school.
But it's kind of like the anthem of schools, like, you know, it's almost like an empowering anthem about Ghanaian youth.
Right.
It says, "Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion."
Right.
You know, so it's almost like you sing it and you get into the classroom and you're ready to focus and just go into the great future.
Where do we go from here? What can this do? Because there are so many different things we can do to bring aid, bring help still to the people. When you find those who are really in need, you really have to give your heart.
Here we meet this tour guide, and he takes us into the slave fort to give us a tour. And it starts with going to the dungeon underground, and it's really dark and dank and mildewy, and you can almost hear the crashing of the waves. You go into this room, it has no ventilation, and they would put about 200 to 300 Africans in it and just shut the doors and lock it. And then there'd be an observation room from up top, so if they wanted to feed them, they would kind of come and throw scraps down. We went to the room where the women would go, which was on the other side of the fort. And it was the same conditions. And then finally they take us to what they call the door of no return, which is this big wooden door. People were taken, put on boats, sent to sea, and never to return again. It starts with us going to this little town in Aburi. And Aburi is where Rita Marley, Bob Marley's wife, lives, and is just opening up her new recording studio there. She has moved from Jamaica and made Aburi in Ghana her home. And Beta and I become very close, and she considers me her adopted son. My name has become Charlie Marley.
So I now go by Charles Marley, but my friends can call me Charlie. But when I see people, because they think it's a joke, Charlie, so Charles Marley, but call me Charlie.
I know.
So Charlie was back when I told him about your name. He said,
Really?
I'm glad we didn't meet till we met.
yes.
You know, because it's like first cut is always the deepest. You know? And this cut was very deep. Yeah.
Rocky is basically, we're peers, the same age, and it's Rocky is friends with all these intellectual people in Ghana, and all they were talking about is, again, the whole re-emergence of Africa is going to happen in Ghana.
What they have to know that at the bottom of it is that if this continent rises and is strong, humanity's roots will be connected to God. And once the roots is connected to the soil, the tree grows stronger. There's nutrients and everything flows.
It was really neat because Rita's birthday party in her house and all her friends and all the local people, it's a big deal. There's a concert going on. Rita's making a huge feast in the kitchen. Rita then introduces me to the tribal chiefs as her adopted son, Charlie Marley.
Honored to meet you.
Meeting the tribal chiefs is a big deal in Ghana. The chiefs are very powerful. And then from there, we went to Rita's recording studio, which is brand new. It's up, imagine like these like tropical rain mountains. It's on top of this huge hill. And I walk into it and I just was so taken by its spirituality. It was so beautiful. And there were all these drums of different sizes. And I don't know why, I was so enamored with drums and I started playing them all. Like each one speaks to you differently. And finally I found this about close to 6 feet standing drum. And it just spoke to me. I just started playing. And I'm just jamming and I'm playing. And then Rocky comes in and he starts freestyling with me. So I am now backing up a major rock star on the drums, which I think might have been the most exciting experience of my life.
Coming to Ghana and getting that responsibility as Queen of Development, I decided to help the community. And we had to bring water, light. And my family saying, Mommy, you can't do this, it's too much. You know, but when they came, some of them came and gave me that support. And I had friends around, like Dr. Desta, because we both decided we have to go to Africa. We want to leave certain lifestyle and to see Africa as the promised land, as a light that is going to shine around the world. We didn't dream of this day Africa would be so domineering and in the limelight as much as having a black president in the United States, an African president. So then we put everything together and really know that we're on the right track. So the Rita Marley Foundation and the Bob Marley Foundation and its trust, we invested quite a lot of dollars. And we have one contributor who helped us as a donor, the Allenbergs Foundation. And we have several things we do. In Jamaica, we have a home for girls who get pregnant at 12, 10, 9. We have girls getting pregnant in Jamaica. And we had to build a home for them because they were thrown out of their homes. So we just continue our mission. And my village is very happy. They're getting happier now because we built a healthcare center, which we're getting ready to open for my birthday, which will be on July 25th.